Hello and welcome to another WordPress tutorial on transferring your WordPress website. So here we are, we're on a WordPress website. Now this particular lesson means that you want to transfer a WordPress content management system from one URL to another URL. And we're looking at webdevelopmentyoungstown.com. We want to transfer all this content to a new URL, which is youngstowncakes.com. Now these are both WordPress content management systems. The key is, first of all, go ahead and set up your WordPress content management system on your new URL. Have it there, okay? Then the next thing that you want to do is you want to go in there into your dashboard, into Youngstown Cakes here, and any posts that you have or any pages, just trash them like that. Just put them over there, throw them in the trash. Any pages that you have made, like the sample page, just trash it. Make sure that everything's in the trash, so then that way you're not going to get duplicates or anything. Okay, then the next thing that you want to do is you want to go back to your dashboard at your Web Development Youngstown, which is the old site, and you want to go look over all the plugins that you have. Okay, if there's any plugins here, you want to get these all updated and make sure you update the WordPress content management system. Like this is 3.8, we want to update that to the latest version. Okay, just click update now and then go and update all your plugins too. This is very important that you follow these instructions if you want to have a nice smooth transaction. Then you'll see this little darker thing. And then you want to go to the plugins here, and if there's any plugins that need update, if it says updates available, we want to make sure that we have all these plugins updated to the latest version. Okay, and those are the first steps to making sure that this transition is going to be smooth. All right, so now we have everything upgraded. This is the old site. Now this is the new site. If we look at the front end, we can visit the site, look at the new site, and you're going to just see something, a plain old a WordPress. This is the older theme. Now the next thing that you want to do on your old website before you start importing everything is go to Appearance and Widgets. And what you want to do is kind of like take a screenshot of these widgets. Open these things up like this here. Okay, make sure they're all open, and then grab your little snippet tool from your computer and highlight all this and save this copy. Another thing that you could do might be helpful is open all these things up. But now what you want to do is you want to create save. If you have any code like this in widgets, you want to right click, copy them, and then put them in a notepad or something like that. But we're not going to delete this old website just yet. We're going to keep this up and running. So you don't necessarily have to copy them to the notepad, but it's just a good idea to have a backup anyway, because we're going to take all these widgets and we're going to import them in our widget section at youngstowncakes.com. Now you notice that the widgets are different. That's because we have different themes. Okay, so that's the other thing that we got to do. We have to install our new theme at Youngstown Cakes. Now if you notice the theme on Web Development Youngstown, if we take a look at this, this is a WordPress theme here that we're going to need to wherever we bought it, we have to take that zip file and upload it to our new website. So what we'll do is we'll go to Appearance, Themes, okay, and then we'll go up here and click Add New. All right, now we want to click this upload thing. We don't want to get in the habit of using free themes. There's security risk with those, and I do not recommend using them. But now let me go find this file here. If I go to C, my WAMP folder, go down to, we're going to be using Mr. Roger Faubles. If you're looking for an accountant in Boardman, Ohio, or anywhere in this area, he's excellent. Anyway, click to choose the file. Fauble Financial Groups is the one we're using. We're going to click Install Now. We're going to make sure that we have the same theme, and then we're going to click Activate it. Okay. Now things are still going to look a little funny right now. Whenever we go to the front page of our website, they're not going to look like they did on the old one just yet. So here's the old one, here's the new one. We see that we have a different layout. But now if I go to the widgets section, appearance, widgets, okay, this is in my new one. Youngstown Cakes is the new one. We'll notice that when we compare that to our old one, that we have a similar structure. We have the header, sidebar, footer, logo, sidebar, widget area, and that's the same as the old one. Now we could take all these widgets that we have in these different containers and transfer them over to the new one. First of all, I get rid of all the default widgets that we have in here, so to avoid any confusion. Okay, now I'm not going to go through with replacing all the widgets for the sake of time. Now, the next thing that we want to do is on our old website, we're going to scroll down here to where it says Tools, and we're going to hit Export. We're going to be exporting an XML file, and what we want is all the content. Okay, so we're going to click Download the export file. Now, please note that what this is going to do as well is, if you have any plugins or plugin settings that were saved in your database, you'll be downloading them too. So it's important that you have all the plugins installed so that they're matched for, side by side. So, you can have a tab here and have a tab here. Make sure before you import in this XML file that we have down here into the new site that you have all the same plugins and that they're all updated. Okay, if you have extra plugins in the new site, get rid of them. Make sure it matches the old site. So I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to make sure that my plugins are matched up. Okay, now I have added all my plugins to Youngstown Cakes now. Okay, and so I'm going to activate them all to make sure that they match whatever plugins are activated on the old ones. Now, you could have new ones on here. That doesn't matter. Okay, just make sure that the plugins are activated for the ones that you're going to use. Okay, so we're going to have this match the old site. Okay, so we have them two plugins that they're matched up. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to scroll down at Youngstown Cakes, which is our new website, and under Tools we're going to select Import, just like this. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to choose the WordPress, because we exported this web development Youngstown. Now we're importing to Youngstown Cakes, so we're going to choose this file. And in order to choose, let me get the location of the file. That's always important to remember. And so it's in my how-to file in Google Drive, Avon Website Pro, tutorials, and how to transfer WordPress. I think it's in media. And let me see here. Yep, there's my XML file. And that's what it'll look like on yours. So if it'll have the date on there and everything, in case you forgot to name it. We're going to click Upload File and Import, just like that. Now, the next thing that we're going to see is the list of authors. Okay, now I want everything just to be assigned to the admin. So anything that like Karen Leaf wrote or the admin in the old site is going to be assigned to admin in the new site. Now this is very important. Import attachments, download and import file attachments. Okay, that's why you want both of these sites up and running, so that the file attachments get, like the pictures and media, PDF files, we want to import that all to Youngstown Cakes from this web development Youngstown, and only if this site is live can that happen. Okay, so both sites have to be live on the server. That's why you don't cancel the old one first. Now you click Submit. Okay, now it's going to work on pulling that information from that other server into this server, the posts, the pages, the media files, everything. And we'll just give that a minute. Now you'll get, if you get failed to import, these are the files that it's going to fail to import. So if it's failing to import a bunch of files, you're going to have to go back and get those pictures and import them if you're using them in your posts or pages. Now, the other thing is that if this is not attached to a post or a page, okay, it will probably fail to import. That means you wasn't using it on the old site anyway. So that's why it imported. So then whenever it's all done, you click Have Fun. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. So we go to Youngstown Cakes, let's refresh this, make sure that we get all our posts and pages, and voila, look at that. We have all our posts and our pages just like we did on our old website. Okay, now you'll notice that, you know, the widgets, like the pictures and stuff like that, we're going to have to insert just like we did before. All right, but that's how we have all of our content. And if we look through here, let's look through here. We have all of our files. What you want to do is make sure that, you know, everything's there that you need is there. And so let's go and look, make sure that we got our media. Let's see what kind of media that we have here. So we'll go to our media library, make sure that stuff was imported. And yes, we see that all of our pictures were imported from the last one. So we're ready to rock and roll and use the new website. Now you're going to have to go through and customize and style it. That's why it's also important to keep that old website up so you can use it to compare and you can transfer your widgets and everything. And then after that's all done, then you can cancel the old website after everything's transferred. So that's how it's done the easy way. The next video I'm going to make is I'm going to show you how to do it, but it's going to take a little bit more skill. We're going to be transferring databases and files via FTP.